Hello, and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading channel with Charlie B. So, what are we up to today? Well, the question that everybody asks in the evening, what's for dinner? So, follow me, and you might be a little surprised today. So, what I have here is leftovers from Easter, and I don't like food to go to waste. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the turkey and heat it up in a pan. I'm also going to do that with the potatoes and not the stuffing. You'll see what I'm going to do with the stuffing in a minute. And then the gravy also. Okay, so let me get this started heating up and we'll go into this some more. Just in case anybody's being impatient, what I'm going to do is actually make it into a pot pie. Okay, and we'll be back. So now that I'm heating up everything, I sprayed my little casserole dish here with some it's something similar to Pam, but it's a Kirkland brand, and everything should be getting really warm and hot. So the stuffing I am going to take out of my bag and just push down into the pan. I did not heat this up because I don't want it to burn, because I'm actually going to cook this out on the grill and not in the oven because it was very warm today and it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. And so I want to make sure that it is going to stay cool in the house without running the air conditioning. So I'm just pushing this down in. And I've done this before, and if I don't heat up the other food to begin with, then it doesn't get warm in the center and the stuffing burns on the bottom. So I've got that pushed down in. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. I'm also going to turn on another light for you. Just realized that was not very good lighting. So next up, I'm going to take some turkey. Just going to pull it out of the pan. As you can see, it's warm. Hopefully you can see the steam. I'm going to put a good layer, a thick layer on this. This way I don't end up with hardly any leftovers. And we will definitely eat this, and we'll eat it for lunch because it's really good when you do it like this. Now, I guess somebody had, I think the last time I had done this, I was telling somebody and they said, well, that's kind of like a shepherd's pie. I don't know if it is or not, but it worked. That's all I've got to say. It was very good and we enjoyed eating it. My little dog's behind me, meow, or not meowing, whining because he wants some of this, but he's not going to get any yet. But this is a good idea to use for any of your big holiday meals that you have lots of leftovers, or even if you don't have a whole lot, but you have some. Turkey's amazing. And I'm going to take the potatoes and I'm going to pour them on here. I did thin them down a little bit with a little bit more cream and water, or cream, milk, and butter. And that will be the top cover. Now we will use the rest of the gravy, but I won't heat that up until this is almost done heating up the rest of the way on the grill. So let me get this cleaned up and we'll be back in a second. So I'm out here at the grill. I've got it lit. I have it on high at the moment. Just going to put this right down on the grill. I'll probably have to clean it really good. I've got the grill on high right now. I'm just going to leave it on high for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back out and I'm going to turn it down. Okay, so we'll keep you updated on this. Okay, so I'm going to start heating up the gravy. I save my turkey drippings from the holiday before and I freeze them. And then the next holiday I pull them out and I make gravy with them with the drippings. It actually saves time because I'm not trying to rush to get drippings out of the turkey pan. It can just sit and then I can pull it out when I'm cleaning up all the mess. And for a vegetable we're going to have is some green beans that I canned in 2021. Yes, I still have some left. I think I might over canned in 2021, but you never can tell. Someday over canning might be a good thing if I end up having to have a lot of people stay here because of, you know, a snowstorm or something like that that might have happened. So I'm going to get these guys heated up. I'm going to also put a little bit of butter in these. Okay, so stay tuned. So let's take a look at the potatoes. Now, I turned this down to medium heat, and it's starting to bubble really, really nice through there. The potatoes are getting just slightly little, there's peaks on them, so they're starting to brown a little bit. This is going perfect. Yes, we're getting it done. I'm going to turn it all the way to low now because we don't want it to burn. And I'm heading back into the kitchen. So I don't think I'm going to have enough gravy because we all love gravy, and yeah, gravy is awesome. So I also canned turkey broth from the bones back in 2019 if you saw the label. So I'm popping these guys off. It looks good. Just going to do a little taste test to make sure it tastes good. Perfect. So all I'm going to do is just add some of this broth into a cup. And I'm going to take some cornstarch and just dump it in this cup. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have a measurement for this because I might add a little bit more once I get this mixed in just to see how it's going to go. Now, bone broth does not make a really amazingly tasting gravy, but with the drippings that I have from last Thanksgiving, because this was for Easter, it will add a good flavor to it. And plus it does have a little bit of fat in it. Just stirring this because we don't want it to burn. It is starting to bubble. I'm going to get that even thicker. Okay, so I got it stirred up. And I'd love to be able to tell you, hey, use this much. But like I said, I normally don't have a lot of measurements. So we're going to get this added to the gravy. Actually, it really doesn't seem like it's thick enough. So I better go ahead and add some more cornstarch, that is. So cornstarch is one of those things that I actually keep in my preps, my stores, to have a couple extra boxes because it is easy to make gravy out of it, and gravy is kind of comfort food. So as long as I have some broth or something like that, I can always thicken it up and make some gravy out of it, even if we were just able to eat biscuits and gravy. Okay, so let's get this poured in. And I'm going to stir it the whole time. Ooh, I made a mess, a big mess. Yeah, you can laugh at me. I normally do. Okay, I'm going to kind of bring you over so you can see what I've got going on there. It did lighten it, but we're going to just let it warm up and start to thicken, and then I'll add some more of the broth to it, and we'll have more gravy. So we'll be back shortly, and my green beans are already heating up. And I just pulled it off the grill. As you can see, it's looking really, really good. I'm going to actually bring you over to it so you can see it. We're going to get this cut up, and our gravy's over there bubbling. And I'm going to show you what it looks like on a plate. This is going to be good. So I'm going to try to dig some of this out and on camera, if possible. Not really digging it out, but it's going to be really good. Hopefully I let it sit long enough. It's going to be messy. I already know that. And if you hear a noise, it's that little robot vacuum cleaner decided, for some reason, yeah, I made a big mess, to go ahead and start running. So you can see the mess I'm making here, but this tastes so good. See, we have our stuffing and our turkey is down in there, along with our mashed potatoes. Okay, I'm going to put some gravy on here, and we are going to do a taste test. As soon as I get the rest of the food on there. Okay, here's a taste test, and my glorious mess is back there. So we have some stuffing and some potatoes and some turkey. It's very hot. Oh, I also have my green beans, and I put some cranberry sauce on that. No, I did not make it, but that's all right. It's very hot. Mm. Mm-hmm. Very good. I love the taste of this. You can make it into a bowl, to a casserole, whatever you want to do with it. So, well, that's what we're having for dinner. So remember, if you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Charlie B signing out. We'll be talking with you soon. My daughter's trying to steal a bite of this. She's such a brat. I should put her on film for that.